Hello again and welcome back to Timbo's Oz Navy News. It's Thursday, January the 30th. It's a balmy 40 degrees outside. You gotta love Perth summers. Last week's video got more than 400 views, so I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for your comments and support. It's good to be back in YouTube land. Anyway, let's get into today's headlines. Japan vows to prioritise Australia over its own navy with new Mogami warships if it is selected for the $10 billion general purpose frigate contract. HMAS Hobart gets a load of fuel from French fleet oiler Jacques Chevalier during exercise La Pérouse 25, before the French warship arrived in Darwin for a port visit yesterday. HMAS Chulls takes centre stage for Australia Day celebrations on Sydney Harbour. Rear Admiral Jonathan Early receives top gong in Sunday's Australia Day honours list. Defence Industry Minister Pat Conroy had a look around NUSHIP Arafura, which was accepted by Defence today for further testing and evaluation ahead of delivery to the Navy. Okay, let's get into it. Japan's Defence Chief says Australia could receive the first of his country's new and upgraded Mogami warships ahead of his own Navy if the cutting-edge design is selected for the $10 billion general purpose frigate contract, the ABC reported yesterday. As the Department of Defence evaluates rival bids from Japan and Germany, the ABC revealed a current version of the Mogami is likely to visit Australia next month, with Tokyo linking its pitch to greater trilateral cooperation alongside the United States. Australian defence officials have told the ABC they are expecting a Japanese Mogami FFM frigate to head to Australia during February for exercises off Darwin and WA. I've attached a link to the ABC article published yesterday in the description box below. HMAS Hobart carried out a replenishment at sea with French fleet oiler Jacques Chevalier during exercise La Pérouse 25. The Green Ghost is undertaking a regional presence deployment during January and February throughout the Indo-Pacific, conducting training, exercises and other engagements with regional navies. Fleet oiler Jacques Chevalier arrived in Darwin for a port visit yesterday during the French CSG's Indo-Pacific deployment. The ship was welcomed by the Administrator of the Northern Territory, French Embassy officials and HMAS Coonawarra Navy personnel. For the second year in a row, HMAS Chulls was the Navy's main contribution to Australia Day activities on Sydney Harbour. A Navy MH-60R helicopter also flew over the harbour flying a large Australian flag, while the Pongos shot some guns along the shoreline and the RAF roulettes did a fly past. Rear Admiral Jonathan Paul Early was appointed as an officer of the Order of Australia in the Military Division for distinguished service in key command and senior leadership roles, demonstrating remarkable leadership, judgment and professional expertise to deliver strong results for the Navy, ADF and the government. Early was the Deputy Chief of the Navy from December 2022 to July last year, when he was appointed Head of Military Strategic Commitments. Meanwhile, the Navy has a new DCN when Rear Admiral Matt Buckley took the weight from the acting DCN Commodore Eric Young at a ceremony at Russell Offices last Friday. Buckley was previously the head of nuclear submarine capability. Defence Industry Minister Pat Conroy had a look around NUSHIP Arafura during a visit to the Osborne shipyard last Tuesday, January the 21st. The Arafura has recently completed sea trials after lengthy delays to its commissioning following its launch more than 3 years ago. But earlier today, Defence announced it has accepted NUSHIP Arafura for further testing and evaluation before it is delivered to the Navy. The Arafura will now sail to its home port at HMAS Stirling before being commissioned later this year. Meanwhile, the second offshore patrol vessel, NUSHIP Air, has started builder's sea trials on Tuesday after it was launched in November 2023. Well, there you go, viewers, that's today's show. Until next time, that is all.